Good Tuesday afternoon, and thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, the voice you know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by the Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Joe Everett. Well, currently 37 degrees outside here at the farm, and it looks nice and sunny as I look out the window, but we will see temperatures start to drop as we move into tomorrow. Looking at some of your agricultural news headlines, President Donald Trump and Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum says their planned tariffs were on hold for a month to allow more time for negotiations. Mexico announced plans to deploy 10,000 members of its National Guard to the U.S. borders to address drug trafficking. The announcement came after what President Trump described on social media as a very friendly conversation and said he looked forward to the upcoming discussions. Trump said the talks will be headed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent, and Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, and representatives from the Mexican government. Now let's check in for an update from Keystone Cooperative. Here's Dale Minyo.
Joining me, Kevin Still, President and CEO of Keystone Cooperative, Inc. You may have heard us last week. Kevin, we almost ran out of time last week. We couldn't talk about the upcoming things when we look at what you do for communities. Tell us more about how Keystone supports the local community.
Well, we think the major way, of course, patronage we pay back. We like to say we're going back to Main Street, not to Wall Street, which really makes us different. But communities are one of our key initiatives, playing a role, and that is investing time and money. So we have given back this past year over $1 million to our local communities. I mean, let's face it, we know in the communities, local communities, we're the last business standing in a lot of those. The other thing is we want our employees to invest their time. So however they can volunteer, whether on a volunteer fire department or in economic development.
When you look at this $1 million, is any of it matching funds or is it all straight to the community?
No, some of it's matching funds with our partnered regional cooperatives.
That even extends those dollars even more, and you're able to do that because producers choose to do business with Keystone Co-op, Inc.
Exactly right. And, three things we champion is ag education, food safety, and ag and energy safety. So it's really important as we look at our communities, we keep that in mind.
Kevin, thanks for the update. Kevin Still, my guest, President and CEO of Keystone Cooperative, Incorporated.
Thanks, Dale, for the update. Well, cattle and bison imports resume from Mexico. The USDA's Animal Plant and Health Inspection Service is announcing the resumption of cattle and bison imports from Mexico. Those imports will resume in the next several days. To protect U.S. livestock and other animals, the Animal Plant and Health Inspection Service halted shipments of bison and cattle from Mexico in November after positive detection of New World screwworm in southern Mexico. After extensive discussions between representatives of the United States and Mexico, the Animal Plant and Health Inspection Service and Mexico agreed to and implemented a comprehensive pre-clearance inspection and treatment protocol to ensure safe movement and mitigate the screwworm threat. Animals will be inspected and treated for screwworm by trained veterinarians before entering pre-export inspection pens, where they will again undergo inspection by Mexican officials before finally heading to final inspection by Animal Plant and Health Inspection Service. Cattle and bison approved for importation into the United States will also be dipped into a solution to ensure they are insect and tick-free. While foreign ownership of U.S. agricultural land, which includes timberland, remains a widely debated and often controversial topic, fueled by concerns about the implications of foreign investments. The U.S. has seen a 1.58 million acre increase in foreign-held agricultural land between 2022 and 2023, driven primarily by investments linked to renewable energy projects. At the same time, the data shows a decrease in acreage owned by Chinese-based entities, reflecting shifting patterns in foreign land acquisition. Since 2010, reported foreign-held agricultural land in the United States has grown by 21 million acres, an 85% increase, averaging an annual gain of 1.62 million acres. Stay tuned. We'll be back with markets after this. Over 2,400 pieces of quality equipment will be up for grabs during the Ritchie Brothers Great Lakes Regional Sales Event on February 12th and 13th. Don't miss out on this huge selection of vehicles and machinery suited to a wide variety of industries and applications, including truck tractors, van trucks, pickup trucks, refrigerated trailers, excavators, flatbeds, and more. Level up your buying experience by taking advantage of our pre-sale in-person inspections. Registration for the sale is free and online only. Visit rbauction.com to get started. Again, that's rbauction.com. Looking at your markets, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. March corn $4.94.5, up 5 3/4. December new crop corn $4.68, up 2 3/4. Big gains in the soybeans. March soybeans $10.75, up 16 3/4. November soybeans $10.73.5, up 10 1/4. March wheat $5.77, up 10 1/4, and July wheat $5.99 1/4, up 9. In livestock, February live cattle $201.87, down $1.10, and April live cattle $198.65, down $1.50. February lean hogs $85.07, up 75 cents, and April lean hogs $89.75, up $3.40. April feeder cattle $267.62, down $2.20, and May feeder cattle $265.80, down $2.17. This is the Ohio AgNet.